our vegan kitchen. We've got a really good recipe for you today. Every vegan has their in search of items. Some people want the ultimate vegan cheese, some people want bacon, some people want fried chicken. What? Okay, well, we're gonna do some fried chicken today. And I've done this in the past many times, and it's never turned out quite right because I really don't like to fry it. I like to bake it. But now I have an air fryer.
Ooh.
The iFry.
Not really.
Not endorsed by Apple. Okay.
Not even made by Apple.
I just had a lot of Apple stickers. So we're going to do my usual seitan recipe in the air fryer. Whoa, it's gonna take it next level, especially since we got some knockoff Kentucky Colonel bread in here. So this is exciting. I'm very excited for this. So the first thing that we're going to do is prepare our simmering broth. And I've got 2 of these bouillon cubes, totally vegan, it's vegetable. So I'm gonna put my 2 cubes in here. By the way, I doubled the recipe. Whoops! The recipe for a single is going to be in the info box below, so check it out if you want all the ingredients and their measurements.
Let's just see this again because it didn't really focus. There we go.
All right.
Now you guys know.
All right, so that's gonna come up to temperature and dissolve the bouillon cube because you don't want to put it in there with the bouillon cube whole. It's not going to do too much. So this, unfortunately for you gluten sensitive people, is a gluten recipe. There's no getting around it in this recipe. This is Vital Wheat gluten. So we've got our gluten in there, and Vital Wheat gluten basically is the protein extracted from wheat flour. So it's like 100% protein, pretty much. Delicious. Not really. Doesn't taste like anything. It's like tofu. It's a blank canvas. So we have our flavorings in here. We're going to be using a little bit of flour. Normally I would use potato, but I want to try flour today. Just to break up the texture a little bit so you're not biting into a rubber band. No fun. Doesn't taste very much like a chicken rubber band. We've got some poultry seasoning. We've got some nooch, aka nutritional yeast. We've got granulated onion, granulated garlic, some Himalayan sea salt, and some fresh cracked black pepper. So we're going to put all of our seasonings in there, and we're going to pre-stir that because we don't want lumps of anything. We want this to be uniform. So now we're going to put the wet ingredients in, and we've got just plain filtered water, and the secret ingredient is Aquafaba. That also will give it some, it'll break up the elasticity a little bit. So this is chickpea Aquafaba, and we're going to pour our water in. We're not going to reinvent the wheel today. We're going to let the mixer do the work because why walk across the country when you could take a plane, a train, a car? We're going to not make more work for ourselves. We're busy ladies, aren't we?
We are.
All right. Usually when we use the mixer, we don't want to mix it too much. Today we want to mix it to really develop that gluten so it has a nice stretchy texture. So we're going to mix it and knead it for about 4 minutes. You can see it comes together really quickly. So the more you knead it, the more you'll get the strings of gluten, which will be like the strands of the chicken. We'll come back when this is all done. All right, looking good. We're going to let this rest. It's very important because we're going to try and roll it out a little bit. And if you don't let it rest, it's like fighting a rubber band. It's just not going to happen. Sitting at least 15 minutes. I tried to flatten it out as much as I could with just my hands. Now I'm gonna use the roller just a little bit. Don't freak out about this too much. It's going to puff up when you cook it anyway, and we're gonna cut it up. We're not gonna put it in the water like this. But you know what? Just do the best you can. I'm not gonna go too nuts with it. So So now you can cut this up into any shape that you want. You can do cutlets, you can do tenders, you could do chunks, you could do nuggets. So I find the easiest way to do this is with a pizza cutter. And you don't want it to be too regular because then it's not going to look like chicken. So like here's a piece. These could be strips. Some pieces are bigger than others. So you get the idea. So you're left with these. These would be great in wraps. You could also do like a bigger cutlet. So I'm just going to cut these up, and then I hear my bouillon bath is coming up to the boil. I'm going to turn that down to low, and we're going to plop these into the simmering liquid for 30 minutes. And then we're going to turn it off, take them out, and let them cool. Alright, so these have been drained and have been cooling. They're nice and tender. They're moist. They're not tough. I had a little corner. So what I like to do is I like to spray a little avocado oil on. I'm not one of those vegans who's like, I can't have any oil. I think oil's pretty necessary for you. So, and we're just putting on a very little. I'm just going to toss these so that they get completely coated. And then I've got my Kentucky Kernel over here that I picked up. Little cheater brand for, we're not even going to mention who. I think you can figure what that is.
I don't know. Who could that be?
I don't know. By the way, my husband's here with me now. Maddie's at work. Alright, so we're just going to dredge it in there a little bit. I don't like too much coating. I like I like a little chicken with my coating. So we're just going to do that and fill up the air fryer with as many as will fit in there. We'll probably have to do 2 batches. And we're going to do it on, I believe it's 370 degrees for probably about 17 minutes. Right. It looks a little weird.
As a lot of vegan food does, but
I don't think that's the weird part. I think it's just because it's the air fryer.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
You know, it's like a little, it's a little pasty.
About to deep fry this.
No, hell no.
We're not about that.
But you could.
You could, but
full disclosure, I did spray it after the coating was on, just so that it would be a little crispy. Oh, it's just because we don't have enough food for everybody.
Oh, okay. It smells great.
Does it?
Yeah.
Oh, Kentucky Kernel.
That's pretty good.
Yeah? You like it?
I like that.
All right.
I'm not usually a seitan person, but that's pretty good.
It's kind of fluffy, right? It's not thick and chewy.
No, it's not. The texture's great. I just spit that.
That's okay.
I think you could say, today, Satan.
All right.
That's yummy. Ooh,
just think about that on a wrap or buffalo sauce. Then they wouldn't look all pasty
barbecue.
like that.
I'm having barbecue sauce with this.
Yeah, you could do barbecue sauce. Yeah. Right? All right.
Very good.
Give it a shot, kids. It's really simple. I mean, I didn't do too much.
Let's eat.
All right. Subscribe for more. Smash the like button. And till next time, much love.